Good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir.
Very good evening, one and all. Yeah, we'll be doing 2016 paper in this class. We'll be starting with 2016 paper in this class. Starting with the first one. The question goes like this: what is the minimum number of square tiles required to tile a floor of length 5 meter and 78 centimeter and width 3.74? So length is 578 and width is 374. What is the minimum number of square tiles required? So, uh, so basically we'll have to find the, okay, we'll have to find the HCF between them. So you have, so this is a rectangle. So the length is 578 centimeter and the breadth is 374 centimeter. So you'll have to find a square tile. Square tile का खास बात ये होता है कि both the sides, मतलब the horizontal side and the vertical side both are same in this case. All sides are same for a square. So square tile, when you are keeping this section and this section, both should be straight. So in this length, I'll have to find a multiple which will be common with the breadth. So basically, I have to find a common factor. So basically, HCF I have to find for 578 and 374. I'll give you a moment. Please let me know.
Sir, I got option 2.
So you feel 187 is an HCF for 578 and 374? Okay. I'll like wait for a couple of more seconds for the others to try. Are you sure 578 is divisible by 187? I actually doubt on that. Oh, sorry, number of. Oh, my bad. My bad. Yeah, yeah.
Yes, sir.
So, what was your HCF?
Torture.
Sorry, what was your HCF?
Sir, I used a trial and error method, not a chief.
Yes, sir, that will be faster though.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So, total 187 tile. How did you divide them in? What was your logic? Okay, multiply. Are you getting an integer or not? You just, okay, I understood what you might have tried.
Yes, sir.
So basically area area of the rectangle is 578 multiplied by 374 is equal to 187 multiplied by x, where x is, or x nahi to I'll name it as a or something, where a is the number of times. So this you might have tried, right?
Yes, sir. Like only that one was being a whole number, so I said. Sir, A is the area of one time, right?
Area, sorry, a is the number of squares. Sorry, yeah, area of square. My bad. Area A is the area of square.
Yes, sir.
Hmm. So this is giving you a complete. Okay, that works. 1156 is the
Can you
number.
wait for a minute because I have to note it down.
Sure, sure, sure.
788, 374. 687 times X. Fine.
Okay.
So the answer is option 2, right?
Yeah, option 2 is the answer. So for others who might have not understood, I'll just complete my explanation so it will not be difficult for them. So basically, when you find the HCF for these two numbers, it comes to be 34. Okay. So X is equal to 34, where I'm sorry, somebody is speaking in the background. I'll just mute everyone. Yeah. So, my dear children, when you have a doubt, you can unmute yourself and speak up, not a problem. But once your speaking is over, you please mute yourself. What happens in the background when your parents are speaking with each other, we are also able to hear that. Okay, so kindly look into that factor. Uh, yeah, coming back. So 34 is the side of the square, which means the area of the square A is equal to 34 square, which is 1156 in this case. So I'll do one thing. We don't know how much is the number of what do we say, squares. So area of the rectangle is equal to area of a square multiplied by number of squares. So area of rectangle is length into breadth. This is area of a square multiplied by number of squares. So when I substitute this, 578 multiplied by 374 divided by area. Area is, in this case, it is 34 into 34. So when you cancel them, you don't have to find the 34 square also. You simply cancel them and you can find out that the number of squares required is 187. So this was the method which I was thinking. Another method is area of rectangle, that is 578 multiplied by area multiplied by 374 is equal to some number multiplied by area of square. Now area of square we don't know. So what we have to do, we'll have to do trial and error method. First we'll substitute 176 and check whether this number is an integer or not. Integer or not. So if it is an integer, then this would have been a correct answer. Since we won't get an integer over here. Basically, you try canceling the numbers. If you are getting an integer, fine. If you're not getting an integer, it's not the correct answer. Then you can substitute the second option and check whether you're getting an integer. And in the second option, you will get the answer. You will get an integer. So hence, yes, your answer is option 2. So any methods can be applicable. So I'll wait for a minute so that since I've written everything completely, I'll wait for a minute for others to write.
So,
Yep.
sorry, but how did you know that we have to calculate the HCF only to get the answer?
So, okay. So first of all, you need a common factor. Okay. So basically, that logic I had explained in the beginning. So this is a square which is having all the sides same. So this horizontal side is a part of length and vertical side is a part of breadth. For rectangle, length and breadth are different, but for a square, length and breadth both are same. So whatever number comes here should also come here. Okay. Hence the common factor.
Yes, sir.
Understood? And why
Okay,
highest
sir.
common factor? Because in the question they want to find the minimum number of square. So if you simple funda, agar bade squares lagayenge, you will keep only minimum number of squares. If you are introducing smaller squares, then more number of squares will require. So for you, basically you will need to put big squares. So for big squares, you will need to have the highest side. That is highest common factor. I hope it's clear now.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Praneeth, let me know what's your doubt.
Sir, is the logic clear that 578 multiplied by 374
is a larger number, so we don't take 540 and 748 as the options and take 176 and 187 as the options for
You
trial
can,
and error.
yes, you can do that because minimum, they want to find the minimum number of squares, right? So start from the
Yes, sir.
smaller numbers.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm erasing this. Let's go for the second problem. What number should be subtracted from so and so equation so that it is completely divisible by x plus 3? So I'll wait for a moment for you guys to try, then I'll solve this. Amol, can you mute yourself, please? Otherwise, or do you
Yes, sir.
want to say anything?
No, sir, it was my mistake.
Okay. Okay, I've got three different answers from three different people. So, first of all, I would like to know what logic you have used. Praneeth, can you share your logic?
So I basically added x3 plus 4x squared to make 5x to the base of 5. Then I subtracted it from 7x, so I got the answer minus 2x to the base of 5 plus 12. So then I did the calculation of minus 2x to the base of 5, which I got as 2.5, and I added it to 15. I got 17.5. I subtracted 30 to get 4.5.
Question 2.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, Arav, tell me what's your logic?
So I basically first found the value of x to be minus 3.
Mhm.
After that, I took substituted the value of x in the equation. So the equation will become minus 27 plus 36 plus 21 plus 12. So yeah, if we add all of those, we will get the answer as 42. So we can know that it is like the remainder. So that is why it should be subtracted so that it can be fully divided.
Excellent, excellent, excellent. So, good logic, my dear child. So, whenever such kind of questions arises, when where you have to, well, you are given an equation, you have to find what number should be subtracted from this so that it is completely divisible by x plus 3. So ulta soch ke dekho, when it is divided by x plus 3, the remainder, you're getting some number. They're asking what number are you going to get as a remainder. That's what they're asking. So how do we find that? So whatever like whatever is your divisor, okay, so this is x plus 3, so equated with 0, that will give you x equal to minus 3. Now this x equal to minus 3, you substitute it over here, wherever you find x over here. So that will give you, the first term will be minus 27 plus. The second term will be 4 multiplied by x square of minus 3 is 9 itself. That is 4 into 9, 36 it will become. Minus 7 multiplied by minus 3 gives you plus 3, minus and minus gives you plus. Then goes as 12. So when you solve them, this will be 12. 12 plus 21 is 33. 33 plus 36 is, or maybe 33 minus 27 gives you 6. 6 plus 36 is 42. So which means this, whatever answer is coming over here, this is basically the remainder. So if this was 0, that means the remainder would have been 0. If this is 42, that means the remainder is 42. So they're asking what number should we subtract? We should subtract remainder. What is the remainder? 42 is the remainder. Hence your
Sir, I
answer is
didn't
option 1.
understand.
I'll explain once again. So how do we solve such kind of problem? So whatever is the, like this is some equation divided by some equation. So whatever equation you have over here, in this case you have x plus 3 over here. So whatever you have over here, take it and equate it with 0. So when you solve, you take 3 to the other side, you'll get x equal to -3. So basically, you have to find the value of x. Okay, x equal to -3. ठीक है.
Sir, I understood the equation part and all, but I didn't understand why did you take 42 as a remainder?
I did not take
You just had
42. I substituted uh, x's value over here. So I got these numbers, and when I solved these numbers, I got 42. I did not take 42, I got 42. And whatever answer I'm going to get, that will be the remainder.
why, sir? But it is written so that it is completely divisible by x plus 3.
Yes.
42 by 6, 0.
No. See, yeah, the logic is we have to remove some number from the dividend so that the dividend becomes completely divisible to the divisor. So that's the whole logic. Okay. We have to take out some number from the numerator so that it will become completely divisible with the denominator. So what number is generally the number which is coming extra when we divide? That is nothing but remainder. So ये extra को निकाल दिया, then it will be completely divisible. I hope I'm clear.
Sir, I have a doubt.
Yes, just a moment. First, Priya had raised the hand. Yes, Priya, tell me what's your doubt.
Sir, I didn't do this method. I took x as 1 and substituted. So I got the upper value as 10 and the divisor as 4. So it was not divisible and the ending should be an even number. So out of that, only 42 is an even number. So when we add 42 plus 10, it's 52. So when we divide it, it's divisible. So option 1 is the answer. I did like that. By
Yes,
taking x as 1 instead
that
of
worked.
minus.
That worked. But there are rarest scenarios where you may be wrong. Matlab, I'm not saying that you will be wrong definitely, but yeah, there are 1% chances that there can be another option as well, which may give the same result when you're dividing it by x. मतलब, when you're
And then
substituting x equal to 1. That for example, मतलब क्या होता है equation के अंदर, see x means what? X can be any value. X can be 1, x can be 2,
yeah.
x can be 3, x can be 4. For example, आपने x equal to 1 डाला, you got 42 as the answer. What if आपने x equal to 2 डाला? If you are not getting 42 as the answer, then what? That is a possibility. I hope I'm clear.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So sometimes there is a possibility that you may be wrong. So I won't
Yeah.
suggest that method. I will prefer this method itself.
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
We can do this for polynomial division.
I'm sorry, your voice is really feeble here. Polynomial
Now we can
division. Yeah, if polynomial division works fine for you, please do it. Matlab, I will not suggest that also. This is much simpler method. So yeah, if you feel that is better, you can go for that. But I will not suggest that. Okay. So I'll wait for a minute and then I'll erase this.
So the next one is very easy.
Yes, next one is very easy. I'm going to give that as an homework.
The answer is 60.
Yes, sir. 30 plus 30.
30 plus 30. Yes.
Yes, sir. 30
So
plus 36.
exterior angle का logic use करो. Just a hint I'm giving, nothing else. So exterior angle का
So
logic
we
use
can
करो.
even
Find
use
the
interior angles. So we can find out one interior angle. So the
yeah,
whole
that
thing.
also works. If you are finding one interior angle from here, it's also you can find exterior angle, whichever suits better to you. So ultimately you have to find exterior angle and then you have to double it. So if your answer is 30 for first one, then it's 30 plus 30, 60. Okay. Third one is a homework. Going to the fourth one. Which of the following is the correct arrangements of the fractions in ascending order of their values? Fourth one is also, I think it's doable for you. I'm going to the fifth one. Fourth one is going to be a homework for you. Question number, yes, Naitik, tell me.
Why did you say to double the exterior angle?
Why did I say to double the exterior angle? Because, my dear child, see, exterior angle will give you only this much. You have to find this much, which is the double of that.
Okay, sir.
Hmm?
Understood.
So let's go for question number 5. Mr. Roy, the math teacher, writes 5 numbers whose average is
This is also
60.
very easy, sir.
Okay, let me just read the
Yes,
question.
sir.
He
Very easy,
asks you
sir.
to
100 only
erase
answer.
Sir,
one
can
number
you please
5.
scroll to the fourth question so I can write the answer because we did not get the papers.
Answer is
Did you
100.
not get the book or PDF?
No, sir.
Okay. Your name is
Praneeth.
Praneeth. I'll just inform Ajinkya, sir.
Thank you, sir. I got it.
Hmm. I've just dropped a message. ठीक है. So fifth one is also
Can you
easy.
explain the fourth one again?
Fourth one ascending order में arrange करना है.
Oh, okay. Understood.
Okay. Third, fourth, fifth. All 3 problems I'm giving as homework. So Praneeth, Ajinkya sir says that the PDF is shared in the WhatsApp group. So you can just go through the WhatsApp group. You should get it.
Sir, but it had papers till 2014 only. The one he had sent me at the first when I won the course.
अच्छा. Hmm. Okay.
Sir, I'll recheck the one.
Okay. Yeah, just have a word with him so that the confusion is clear. Let's go for the sixth one. The volume of a cylinder of radius r is 1/4 the volume of a rectangular box with square base of side length a. The cylinder and the box have equal heights. What is the r in terms of a? So first of all, their height is equal. Okay. Volume of cylinder is 1/4. So volume of cylinder is 1/4 times volume of a box. Okay. So, for like volume of cylinder is basically area of base into height. Area of base is pi r
So,
square
it will be
multiplied by height.
4 pi r square h equals sorry pi r 4 pi r square h equals to LB.
H won't be there. Okay. 1/4 volume of box is going to be, box is having a square base first of all. Square base means area of base. Area of base of what? Square. That is a square multiplied by, for volume you will have to multiply with h as well. From both sides you can cancel h first of all. They are asking r in terms of a. So r को एक side में रखो, बाकी सबको दूसरे तरफ लेके जाओ. You'll be getting r will be equal to a square upon 4 pi. So when you take square root on both sides, this becomes r, this becomes a, and 4 becomes 2, and pi becomes root of pi. And option 2 should be your correct answer.
Sir, why can't we directly do it like 4 pi r square like that?
4 pi r square, matlab, it is going to give you the same answer, right? So either you write 1/4 on this side or you take 4 to the other side and write 4 over here. It doesn't make a difference. You're going to get the same answer. But if you're writing 4 on the other side, you should not write this 1/4 then. That much you have
And
to
so
remember.
oh, okay, so nothing.
Okay, erasing this. Proceeding further to the seventh one. What is the greatest number of rectangles with integer side lengths and perimeter 14 that can be cut to form a piece of paper with width 40 centimeter and length 48 centimeters. So this is a big canvas of 48 and 40. So you have to form this using various rectangles. For these rectangles, the perimeter should be 14. Okay, that is the whole logic. Now this rectangle's if the perimeter is 14, which means length plus breadth, basically length plus breadth is equal to 7. I hope this is clear. Just for those, if this is a confusing fact, I'll say perimeter is equal to 14. 2 into length plus breadth is equal to 14. You divide 2 with the 14, then you'll get length plus breadth is equal to 7. This much is clear? Okay, length plus breadth becomes 7 in how many ways? One is 6 plus
Sir,
1.
1 plus 6.
Then you have
2
5
plus
plus 2. Then you have 4 plus 3. These
4
are the
plus
3
3.
ways. These are the only 3 ways, right? For the, you'll say, sir, 3 plus 4 is also correct. 3 plus 4, 4 plus 3 is one and the same, right? So you don't have to consider 3 plus 4. So these 3 ways covers everything. Now, for the area, logically speaking, if this was the condition, then the area would have become 6 into 1, 6. I hope it's clear. The area of the rectangle.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. And for this, the area becomes 10, 5 into 2. For this, the area becomes 4 into 3, that is 12. So logically speaking, this is going to give you the minimum area.
Which will give you the greatest number of rectangles.
Exactly. Since the requirement is for the greatest number of rectangles, मतलब number of rectangles सबसे ज़्यादा होना चाहिए, which means rectangle जितना छोटा रखो उतना अच्छा. Like you will have to keep the rectangles smaller rectangles so that you can place a huge number of rectangles. So I'll start with this minimum area. I've got only 3 possibilities. I'll start with this. So it's like the total area, that is 40 multiplied by 48 will be equal to area of each rectangle. This
1920.
time I am considering the area to be 6 into 1, that is 6. So 6 multiplied by number. How much is
Sir,
this?
I got 320.
Is it 320?
Yes, sir, it's 320.
Yep, correct. So that gives you the number.
Sir, I
to
did
be
not
equal.
understand.
I'll explain, don't worry. Yep. So, my dear children, first of all, what they have said, there is a huge canvas with dimensions 48 and 40. You'll have to fill this huge canvas with small rectangles. And each small, yes, Arush, what's your doubt? I'm actually repeating the explanation. Tell me, what's your doubt?
Sir, here the small number is given 7, perimeter is 14. But if the perimeter would be a bigger number and the dimensions of the rectangle would be more bigger, then how could we solve it? Because there would be many possibilities.
Yes, again, you'll have to start with the smallest one because they need the greatest number. So, you'll start with the smallest one only every time. For example, if the perimeter was, let's say, just for example, I'm saying, for example, if the perimeter was 20, then length plus breadth would have been 10. Then the possibilities would have been 9 plus 1, 8 plus 2, 7 plus 3, 6 plus 4, 5 plus 5 I won't consider because that is not a rectangle. So these 4 would have been my possibilities. But I'll start from the minimum only because I require the greatest. Every time I have to start with minimum. If my minimum, like if 9 into 1 is not working out in as per the options, then only I will look for the next possibility. I hope I'm clear.
Okay, sir, understood.
But 99.99%, this only will give you the answer. Only if the examiner wants to make the question tougher for you, then only he will not include the first option, but he may include the second option. Okay?
Yes, sir.
So I was explaining once again this. So my dear children, this is a huge rectangular canvas which is to be filled with smaller rectangles. Now the question demands that they want like greatest number of rectangle. How much, like jitna zyada utna acha. Arey, please mute yourself, my dear children. Don't disturb when I'm speaking. So for huge number of rectangles, you will need to have smaller rectangles. You need to prefer to have small rectangles. Then only you can have huge number of rectangles. So first logic is the area of the rectangle should be as small as possible. That is my first logic. Now, they have given the perimeter of rectangle to be 14. That gives me length plus breadth is equal to 7. That means the possibilities of length and breadth are 6 plus 1 or 5 plus 2 or 4 plus 3. And when I consider 6 plus 1, the area, obviously, this 6 plus 1 or whichever is the ones factor, that only will give you minimum area. 6 into 1 is 6. The next possibility has area 10. The next possibility has area 12. I'll not consider the second and third possibility because this is the minimum possibility. This is the minimum area. I require minimum area. So I'll start with this. I'll consider area to be 6. Then, now the bigger area is equal to n multiplied by small areas. So the big area is length into breadth, 48 multiplied by 40 is equal to area of small rectangle multiplied by number of rectangles. That gives you number is equal to 48 multiplied by 40 divided by 6. That gives you 320. I suppose I'm clear now.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Yeah. So I'll wait for a couple of seconds and then I'll erase. Okay, let's proceed further, dear children. Eighth question, it's actually a very simple problem. Simplify. Okay, can anyone give me the answer to it?
So third option.
Option
Absolutely.
4.
Sir, 5 raised to 56.
Option
Correct.
3.
It's basically 5 times 5 raised to 55. That is 5 multiplied by 5 raised to 55. That gives you 5 raised to 56. Next question. Ram
So the
covers.
meeting's about to end. Should we rejoin?
Oh yeah, that's a good idea. Otherwise, in between, we'll be kicked off. Okay, let's rejoin, my dear children.